and with another video, and we are talking about the Champions League. So, how was the Champions League for you? That is my first question before we even get deep into these things. How was the Champions League for you? Right about now, I'm rewatching the Chelsea game versus Sevilla, and it's not looking so good, guys, for the Chelsea guys. So today we are in a different location. You can even see the background. It's not really what you're used to. But anyway, we will get it down and we'll talk about what happened in the game of football. But at the same time, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. How did you see football? And was football good to the extent that you expected to be? And how was the first opening of the Champions League? All this question, I'm looking at this. I'm looking for the answers for that. But don't forget to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe. That is the best and the most amazing way you help us to grow at the Football Connect. Because we are here to talk about football and the Champions League as it is happening at the moment. We will continue talking about it. So expect us to say something more after we are done with what we're talking about today, where we are looking at the second stage of the Champions League. Because guess what? That's where our excitement is. We get our excitement watching the Champions League, enjoying all the things that are happening, and right about now we focus on the Champions League. So, okay, let's put that aside. Let's talk about something that happened. Manchester United 2, PSG 1. Premier League started so amazingly well to other people, very bad for some of us, some of the big teams. At the moment as we speak right now in the Premier League, Manchester United are actually number 14 in the Premier League. Number 14. So what does this mean? I remember there was a time when Manchester City were beaten by Leipzig. Is it? No, they were beaten by, not Leipzig. They were beaten by Lyon. And Kylian Mbappe, yeah, I haven't forgotten about that one. Kylian Mbappe posted the Premier League saying that Manchester City have been beaten, or the second team in the Premier League have been beaten by our number 14 in the League A. Is it? Yeah, that's the League A. He was making fun of the of City, saying that who's the Farmers League now. He was saying actually United, like you were saying, Manchester City are in the Farmers League, and they were saying that there's nothing that happens in the Premier League. Now I'm looking at it. Fast forward, just a few weeks or few months later, Manchester United plays PSG, and the same guy who makes a tweet making fun of the Premier League is the guy who's beaten by a number 14 team in the Premier League, who's in the Farmers League, man. This tells you something. You should always be careful about what you say. Humble yourself, because if you don't, football will humble you. It happened to me as a Liverpool fan. As much as I was making so much noise, Aston Villa humbled me. And now at the same time, we're looking at the biggest team in France. They were humbled again by Manchester United. And United, let's come back to United. They have not been performing so well. We know that. They have not been really at a good performance. We know that. But coming on from all those things, from all people making fun of you guys, without actually one of your best centre back in Harry Maguire, your captain was not even the team, and Bruno Fernandes had to lead, which I have to swallow my words as well again, guys. I thought Bruno was going to be so emotional in terms of how to manage the team as a captain, and he proved me wrong yesterday. And I was really impressed. I was really impressed. He proved me so much wrong, and I always want to admit whenever I'm wrong. And at this moment, I'm doing that. I'm admitting that I was wrong. Bruno is a captain material. Maybe we'll see more captaining more games for United more than this one. I don't really know about that one, but he proved yesterday that he's a captain material. So it was an amazing games, guys. Leipzig had an amazing team game. I actually watched some of the game. I expected to see Upamecano, because guess what? We no longer have Virgil van Dijk, in January. We are hoping that we go after the defender Upamecano, but he didn't play in the game. It seems like, or maybe from the part I started watching, maybe he started the game and he went out or something like that, but he didn't play in the game. So I don't know about that one, how that is going to play out and stuff like that. But Leipzig played so good, guys, and I'm wondering to myself, United, we were taking them like they were not really going to do anything in the Champions League. And their first performance at the PSG home ground, they win like that. Oh my God. That tells you that you should be worried right now. I know that I don't care whatever you're gonna say. I don't care if you're not gonna say this. This was a surprise to all of us. This was a surprise to all of us, even the United fans. You were surprised with the performance that your boys gave. Without Maguire, expecting you guys to fail, you came and you provided that amazing game. You proved to the world that you are actually the best team. You can be the best team at the game if you want to. And it should have been more than that. If Rashford had actually finished the chances that he got, it should have been more than that. It should have been more than that. But at the same time, talking about PSG, you were seeing that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is having his A game, he's playing at his best. And you keep trying by all means to use Neymar and Mbappe going with this same other direction. Why couldn't you like shift and try the other side? Why didn't you go try it maybe at the Luke Shaw side or where Alex Taylor was? Why were you just keeping on trying on Aaron Wan-Bissaka when you knew from the first time and the second time it wasn't working? This tells you something about Tuchel or their manager. He is now doing what Unai Emery was doing, that when things are not going so well for you guys, you are all going to try this thing. Just going to try that you give the ball to Neymar and Mbappe and you hope a miracle comes out. And that can never work. That is just a waste of time, and it will be a waste of time in all the days you go. That was a bad game for PSG guys. That was a bad day, I have to tell you. A bad day in the office, if I have to say in my own words. It was a bad day in the office. So, like I say, a couple of surprises that we have in the Champions League. I'm gonna cover them all one by one. So right now, before we waste any time, I want to actually go to the results, not to the fixtures, which is crazy. Here I'm getting this fixtures, but I don't want the fixtures. I actually want the results of yesterday's games. So that's what the Champions League can give you guys. It can leave you all shocked, wondering what is happening right about now. And at the same time, for anyone who was not supporting any of those teams like me, I had no team to support there. I had an amazing game, by the way. I had an amazing game. It was amazing to watch. I did really enjoy. I'm trying my own here to show you the results, guys, but what I'm seeing here is not giving me the results that I'm looking for. Let me see. Okay, no, not championship. It's supposed to be Champions League. Oh, that's National League. Europe, this Europe. Oh my God, that is so bad. No, let me go to the Champions League. So, let me tell me something. How did you see these games, guys? How did you see in your own eyes, in your own ways? Yes, this is the information I was looking for. How did you see it? What impressed you, if I may say? So, this was the results, guys. It finished like this. Zint played Club Brugge, and the Club Brugge won by 2-1. Dynamo played against Juventus, and Morata provided 2 goals, winning them by 2-0, which all came in the second half, which is a worrisome for Juve if they don't get some of their strikers back, or in midfielders, I just feel. Barcelona played by Ferenacoso, whatever you call that name, and of course, Pique got a red card, but they did enough to win by 5-1. They were actually leading by 3 goals when Pique got a red card, and they actually got 5. They scored 2 more goals, so it means they were the better team in this case, which is going to be interesting. I'm wondering how Barcelona is going to look like without Pique against Juventus, because remember, he got a red card, so it means that he won't be there for the next game. That is going to be interesting to see what happens. And Leipzig played against Istanbul, and they won by 2-0. I thought Upamecano was going to be there, but not there. Like, as you can see, this is actually in bold. United played Paris Saint-Germain, and United beat PSG by 2-1. What an amazing game, guys. Lazio played Borussia Dortmund. I didn't even see this game. I could see the game, but I couldn't actually see. Is there? Let me see if I have the remote here. Is the game actually alive somewhere? I need to see what happened in this game, because it was crazy, the results that I was seeing. And they were beaten by 3-1 by Lazio. So it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even understand what is happening here. But that's why we love. That's why we love this football. It always leaves us with a lot of question and a lot of answers a question that needs to be answered. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens, guys, because we are waiting so forward to see what happens next. Chelsea played against Sevilla. Like I was saying, I'm watching the Chelsea game right now. I did watch it a little bit. It wasn't really that clear as I wanted to, but yeah, Thiago Silva had an amazing game though, but that was a weird game, guys. I was just praying that the game comes to an end, just comes to an end. Chelsea, what a disaster of a game. What a disaster of a game. It finished 0-0, but you were not even in the game. Timo Werner was like lost. Kai Havertz, all the people you were talking about. And guess what? Your team came in. Akim Ziyech did enter the team, and there was nothing. God, maybe something will happen. I'm just hoping. And Rennes played against Kesova. I don't know was that what you call it. And we'll see what happens from there. So those were the games of the first. These are the games that are coming today. These are the games. I'll be covering some of the games here. You wait for that. So I'm going to try to go a little bit more details in the games and the teams that we're playing as well. So what I'm saying here is that I'm going to go into details in the PSG game. Yes, I'm going to cover much more about that. At the same time, which other game? I'm not going to cover the PSG, that game for Chelsea, no. Then maybe, which other team? Okay, I'll go the Barcelona friend of us. I'll talk about it a little bit. That's your Borussia Dortmund. Those are the games that I'm going to talk about, guys. Juve, of course, they were playing a small team. By the way, Mendy was really important for this Chelsea team, guys. Although they've been beaten, that's just a fact. Mendy was really important for them. So let's go to the PSG game, because we have to start with that one. My God, I'm being tortured right now. I'm being tortured. Oh my God, why do you have to torture me right now? But that's why we love football. Get tortured a little bit and laugh a little about some teams playing horribly bad. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That is the best way you support the Football Connect. A lot of people are seeing, but I want you guys to click that thumbs now, click the subscribe button, show the appreciation to the channel, guys, so that we enjoy each and everything that we put on into this thing, so that we continue doing as much as we can. And I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. How did you think about your team? And now, is it that Kylian Mbappe was biting himself again after saying those crazy things the last time, and now being beaten by United that are not even in a good form, without even some of their biggest players, and dominating them? It can foreclose a player to actually bite his nail. I'm just saying it's a joke, but he's actually biting himself right now, biting his tongue, in fact. But anyway, we're not going to cover that. So I'm going into details to look at the stats of the game, how the team was playing, and how they got. You should go look at ESPN, guys. They had some stuff to say about this team and how they played in terms of United and PSG. Because, okay, PSG are going to give this excuse. We didn't have all our players. Even United didn't have their players, for Christ's sake. Maguire was out. What is wrong with these people? Maguire was out, and who else? A lot of players. Pogba was not even in the game. Pogba, the player you rate a lot at France, he was not even in the game. He came out late. He was not even in the game. Who else? Van der Beek. Some of the people you might say is actually one of the best players who are coming out. He was not in the game. So there is pretty much no any excuse that we can take from this team and actually take it like it should be valid or anything, because you were just horrible in the day and you were beaten by a pretty good team on the night. So please do me a favor, click the subscribe and don't forget to like the video and tell me your thoughts on this game as I go deep into the stats of this game. So I'm going back again to my website, who scored, so that we actually see whatever that I'm going to be covering here. So like we can talk about Marcus Rashford scored the last goal. penalty for Bruno Fernandes and on goal by Anthony Martial. So in other words, PSG never had a chance to score any goal. All the 3 goals came from Manchester United. That's how bad you guys were. That's how bad you guys were. So going to the stats, Rashford became the man of the match, and Martial goal scored himself. That is that as well. So look at this. Mbappe was in the middle. Neymar was on the left, which means he was here to deal with the Wan-Bissaka and the Tazube. This kid was amazing, yo. I was really impressed. So, of course, we expected United to go with the back 3, which I felt like worked so good for them because Lindelof was untouchable in the center, at the center of this game. And that has to go also with the performance that McTominay and Fred did provide. And I did talk about maybe Luke Shaw not be put on the left side, but I think it was so good, guys, that I actually to, like I was saying, whenever I say something and this seems like doesn't go exactly according to what I thought, I have to actually come and actually say, okay, I rest my case. Your team was just amazing and they deserve this win. So this is how the thing looks like. Manchester United had a back 3. They had 4 in the center. 1 Fernandes helping the strikers who were 2. Amazing. Which I feel like is actually the way United should be looking like now. No, Liverpool should be looking like coming from the injury that we got from our players and moving on. So this is how it was. Shots on target, 14 football. Ratings, the teams with more ratings, of course, is United with the Rashford with 8, Martial with 6, Bruno with 7.8, and others with some 7.8. Wan-Bissaka was on point, guys. McTominay was on point, and this kid Toman was on point. Lindelof on point. De Gea, oh my god, he was back on his form, guys, and it was amazing to see. It was really amazing. I was really impressed with the way this man was playing, guys. It was amazing to see, and you need to give them the respect he deserved on that performance. That was amazing. And of course, James came in the game, and Van der Beek and Pogba with an assist which Rashford scored. If Rashford had finished his chances, we'll be talking a different game right about now, because Rashford had some one-on-one chances a lot with Navas, and you'll be surprised for PSG, the player with more ratings that I felt like deserved more ratings was actually supposed to be Navas, because he saved this team couple of times. It was amazing to see. Herrera, playing against his former club, played so well, but no, United was just the better team. Area Jews, they were tackles, United corners, PSG, and you see. But I was really impressed, guys. United played amazingly. They had a plan and they outplayed and planned Tuchel. Reason why they applaud Tuchel is this thing. Tuchel had a midfielder that was working whenever they get a ball. You know who they were passing to? Either Mbappe or Neymar. And look at where Mbappe and Neymar were standing. Look at where they are. This is where they are. So it means if Neymar is going, he's dealing with Wan-Bissaka, for Christ's sake, and they were exchanging on name Mbappe. And if Mbappe is going, he's either dealing with this guy Tuzabek, McTominay, or Lindelof. The weakest point I thought maybe it could have been for United was this side where there was Tellers and Luke Shaw. Because come on, you know Luke Shaw, he has not been on point. Imagine if they were giving Di Maria the balls here. It could have been a different game, but they didn't do that, and they fall and they actually suffer from that. So it's really disappointing for PSG, the biggest team in France, to be giving us there, to be beaten 2-1 by a team that beat you 3-1 last time when you met them. So, oh my God, you need to work on your stuff, guys, or you are gonna suffer, or you actually be the team that is relegated. Reason why I'm saying that will be taken out of the group. Reason why I'm saying that United has just proven to you that they are playing good for you more than you guys. At the same time, Leipzig is playing like he's on point. That team who's going to beat you. Imagine if you are beaten by United and Leipzig. You are going to the Europa League, where I feel like you deserve to, because you are playing horribly bad, guys. Horribly bad. And I'm not going to try to sugarcoat that. you are playing horribly bad. So let me hear your thoughts on that. How is that team for you and what you're expecting from them? I want to hear that in the comment section right about now. We move on to the next game. I think I should make it interesting. Let me move on to the. I wasn't going to talk, but was I? I'm not really sure. Okay, let me move on to the Dortmund game. I didn't still look at the team. Maybe it was a different team. I'm curious how they got beaten by that margin by last year. How did that even happen? I don't even know right now. Okay, so my screen is still loading on me right now. Okay, it's done. So Haaland was in. Who scored the only goal that they scored? Sancho was in. The player wanted to go there. Marco Rose, the captain, of course, earned the midfielder. It was a midfield 4 and 3. So it seems like they were using the same formation like United was using. Oh, there was the keeper. Was that an own goal? What was that? Oh yeah, the keeper scored himself, by the way. Crazy, right? And I'm looking at Lazio. I actually know nobody of those, but they beat this team by 3 goals to 1. One goal, 1 assist, and the other one was what? Haaland. How did the other goal came in? Or it was scored by somebody was coming from the substitute. So that was the game, guys. Haaland and Sancho flopped for this team, and they were beaten and walloped at the Lazio home. Interesting to see. There's nothing to talk about this, so I'm saying like I'm just wasting my time here because I actually don't know that much about Lazio. I mean, we thought of them as a big team rather than what happened here. Barcelona won by 5 goals to 1, guys. They were playing against Fabinho or something like that. Piqué got a red card, which means he won't be available when they play against Juventus or the Juventus clash. That is going to be interesting to see because I'm wondering what is going to happen when they're playing without Piqué and they actually have to attack. That is going to be interesting to see. They're playing with the Piqué and the Juventus start attacking because Morata seemed like at the end of the terms, Rams and Morata were actually on point for Juventus, and it was amazing to see. And I wonder what is going to happen when they go. So it's going to be interesting to see. I wonder what is going to happen because I'm really, really surprised with what I saw there. I'm really, really surprised because you weren't supposed to getting a red card. You were already leading by 3 goals to 0. Why were you doing that? That is just not interesting. And I'm really surprised. It seems like Barcelona have changed the keeper, guys. Seems like now the new goalkeeper who has been playing for them seems like it's going to be there for such a long time, which makes me wonder what does this mean for the original keeper for Barcelona, who is what is his name? What is his name? Oh, Andre Stegen. So this is how it looked like. Are you seeing this on the screen? I don't think so. Let me put it on the screen right about now. And let's talk about your thoughts, and how you saw the game, and what you were expecting from the game. If it actually led to you all your expectation. Because some, I think, were disappointed to see what they saw there. Literally, I'll be disappointed if I was a Barcelona. Oh, I'm a Barcelona fan already, so I can't say anything. So this is how it looked like. They won by 5 goals to 0. The player who was on point is Messi with 10. Coutinho scored. Ansu Fati scored. Antonio Griezmann was not in this game. That's how it looks. He didn't even come out as they were substituting. Dijon with the assist. Period. Game. Then the Piqué got a red card. No idea why he got a red card. And we move on to the next game. So this is the other formation that I'm hoping also Liverpool can actually adopt, so that they will have more protection in the defense, because that is really important. We'll see what happens. So congratulations to Neymar. I think Messi scored 2, right? I did think Messi scored 2. Dembele also scored. He went out as well. Griezmann was not even introduced. So 1 goal for Messi, 1 goal for Ansu Fati, 1 goal for Felipe Coutinho, then Dembele. Then who was the other one? I think Messi scored another one. That's what I'm thinking. Then, oh yeah, there's another defender who got in who scored a goal. I'm forgetting his name. What is his name? Yeah, Perit. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each and everyone scored an individual goal. Amazing. Which is good for Coutinho because I really want Coutinho to actually be in this team and actually dominating for the jerseys and stuff like that. So that's all. That was it, guys. I don't know if I'm missing out, but I have to say what a surprise if you are watching it from United's point of view, because they have not been on form and you were wondering if they were going to do something more or something was actually going to change. But no. They had a surprise for all of us, for all of you haters, and they got the job done and they did got the surprise. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you expect, and did you really enjoy the game as you were watching it, and what else you're expecting from today? Remember, there are other games that have been played today. For example, Liverpool is playing Ajax, which I'm gonna do a watch along for that. And also, what is the other team? What is the other game? I'm trying to remember. Okay. Bayern Munich is playing against, which team is they playing against? I need to check that. They're playing a big team today. Oh, they're playing against Atletico Madrid. So it is a must-watch game for you guys. You should watch it as well. It's gonna be interesting. So these are the games that are coming on. Let me put that on the screen right now. I can't believe this thing is actually disturbing me. Let me just take it out. Okay. So this is the game. Let me show you. These are the games that are coming today. I'm gonna come back a little bit later and do some predictions. So Salzburg is playing against Moscow, which is gonna be the early game, and Real Madrid is playing against Schalke. I think I might do a watch along for that. I want to see how Real Madrid is going to play. Inter Milan playing against Borussia, whatever you call that thing, but I know it's from Germany. Manchester City versus Porto. Olympia is playing against Marseille. Ajax, Liverpool. Then Atlanta versus whatever that team is. Then we have Bayern Munich playing against Atletico Madrid. That is a big game, guys. It's gonna be amazing to see what happens. So I'm gonna have to maybe do a joint watch along for Bayern Munich versus Atletico and Ajax versus Liverpool. But the main game will be Ajax versus Liverpool. I hope you'll be there. You'll be impressed as we watch the game going, guys. Let me hear your thoughts and let me hear what you're expecting from these games, guys, and your predictions. Put them in the comment section right about now, as we'll be coming back a little bit later. It'll be nice to read out your shout outs and reading your comments in the live chat to talk about what you guys were seeing and what your expectations were, so that we just make this interesting. But at the moment, we can actually disappear and wait for the next thing. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Let's see what happens after this. That was an amazing talk, I think. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let me hear what you're expecting from this and what shocked you. My shock is PSG. They are just a bad team, guys. They are just a bad team. There's no way to hide it or even to look away from it. They're just a bad team. Don't forget to click subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to follow the Football Connect on all the social media platforms. They are there. You can check them there in the page, the social media to follow, and don't forget to like your videos. United, you shocked me, you shocked yourself. That was an amazing performance. Keeping PSG quiet, the French people to be quiet. They need to work on their craft so that they can do better. But thank you very much for watching, guys. This has been Sam and this has been the Football Connect, and I've enjoyed talking about how the games were like. Let's meet again a little bit later when we'll be looking at other games and talking about what is going to be happening on today's games. And I'm gonna come back again to talk about the week of the Premier League, which was week 5, and talk about how the games were like I just did in the Champions League. I haven't done it for the Premier League. I've been still been healing from what happened to my player Virgil van Dijk, who got an ACL injury, so it means he'll be out for such a long time. But anyway, we'll move on. Football does move on. It doesn't wait for anybody else. We'll have to move on and see what happens next. But thank you very much for watching. I've been your host, Sam, and we'll meet again on another video. Please click that like button.